Hey guys, it's time for another shed fan update. I'm not going to be demonstrating all of the fans in this video, just the ones that I have changed, because I don't know how scary it's going to be in here with all of these on high, because I've kind of crammed as many as I can in the shed. Also, that fan is 56 inch, not 48, so it's real big and kind of a bit close in some spots, but yeah, so... First of all, if you remember in the previous video, I had three 36-inch fans along the back wall. Well, I have added another one. As you can see, I've got this Mistral MCFLA 48, not 48, 36. It's been a long day and I'm tired. I can't remember what style this is. I think it's style 1. So, got that. This Martech Tat, I think I might have swapped some of these around as well since last video. But yeah, Mistral's there, then the Union, and then the Tat. The Union is still quickest to spin down. It still has stiff blades, but I've given it a lot of sewing machine oil and I've been running it a lot. You can actually see that it's starting to get a bit dusty because I've been running it so much, just trying to free it up, and it's still not great, but it's a lot better than it was. You can also see I've added this shelf. I just did this today, the fluorescent light underneath. That fluorescent light was there before, but it was hanging up higher. And that fluorescent light was also on the bottom switch by the door, but now it's on that small skinny switch right there with these little clamp lights on either side. And that switch was originally controlling that light behind the Martech, and it still is, but I just brought these off it as well, and the bulb that's in that light is out. Then I have this Mistral, I forget what the model number is, I think it's 15 something. It has plexiglass blades, white plexiglass blades. I got this in a haul with a bunch of other Mistrals, and this fan, this is my Crompton Greaves High Breeze, 56 inch. It's currently on a Dita 3-speed controller, because that's what was on the wall. I did the other day, like just the other day, get a Crompton Greaves controller from work, so I have the original controller to pair with this fan now. Also, I have the original controller for this, but it's on the variable speed with all of the other 36-inch fans. And yeah, so Mistral, and the Crompton Greaves. The Omega Bahama is still back there. You can't really see it because I added this light. And then all the way back there is the 48-inch wing Tat, the 48-inch version of this. I'm not going to demo that today because it's kind of back in the shadows and it's not changed. There was a fluorescent light here as well, that one. But I had to take it down when I put up the Crompton Greaves because the blades hit it, and I've put up this spotlight, and I don't think this is going to stay. I don't really like it. If this fan stays for any length of time, I'm just going to put a normal fluorescent light up there, but if I take that fan down, that fluorescent light's going to go back up there, because that I have had on that location pretty much since I moved into this place, and I still really like it there, so it'll probably go back. But let's go ahead and, oh yeah, the that Mistral, the plexiglass blade, is on the SMC 5-speed controller. So we will start it on low, on the 5-speed. It doesn't give the best range of speeds on this fan, unfortunately. And we'll also start the Crompton Greaves on low, on the Dita 3-speed controller, the piece of crap. It was really unbalanced when I first put it up as well. One of the blades was really bent, but now it doesn't wobble on low. And I don't think it wobbles on medium, but it might. I haven't actually run it on medium at all. I ran it on high just briefly to make sure it wouldn't hit anything, and it doesn't. And we'll go ahead and put the 36-inch fans on as well on the lowest speed on the variable speed control right here. They're a bit noisy. I don't actually know which one's making the noise. I think it might be the Mistral or the Union. I think they all make a bit of noise, that's why it's hard to tell. I'll go ahead and try some other lighting options here, because well, I suppose you can see everything. That's probably a bit better. Yeah, the light on the Omega Bahama is giving a bit more light. Can put this on as well, but I think, yeah, run that for now. So that's everything on the lowest speed. The Mistral isn't quite up to speed yet. It actually flies on all of the speeds. That variable speed controller, it only really gives a good range of speeds on that fan. It doesn't really work that great for all the rest of them. And that CFL is flickering because it's close to end of life. And the all of the big fans they're all on these controllers still, but pretty soon I'm going to be transferring them all to that. I made that recently. I can master spin down and put them on a variable with the flick of a switch if I want to. It's going to be a lot better than having them on these controllers, and they're all on plugs behind there. It'll all be plugged, so I can just plug in a factory controller relatively easily if I want to. So I'm looking forward to that. You can see the Mistral's kind of going pretty fast there. We'll go ahead and put the plexiglass Mistral onto medium low. As you can see, it shakes a bit. The lower canopy was dragging on the motor as well. It took a lot of finagling to get it to not drag on the motor. I ended up putting cable ties underneath it to hold it up, and even still it was still dragging. Sometimes it occasionally taps. We'll put it onto medium now. And we'll put the Crumpton Greaves onto medium as well. Oh. I need to put this fan on its original controller. I'm really happy to have that controller as well because my school had them, so it kind of means something to me. My school had 48-inch Crumpton Greaves high breezes, the ones with the beehive canopy, so I'd still like to get one of them someday. We'll inch up on the variable speed a little bit. That sounded like a difference. Surprisingly, I actually use the back row of fans more than I thought I would. I kind of don't like running them for too long because I'm worried that variable speed controller isn't good for the motors. I need to figure out a better solution. I don't really like having them on the variable. I need to run individual cables back. Actually, would I have enough spots on that? I've got 6 control spots on that, and there's 4 big fans plus that one, because I want to have that on that, so I probably need to add more controllers to it. I'd like to have them all on one ring, or make a second rig. That Crumpton Greaves isn't going much faster, but we'll put the plexiglass fan onto medium high. And we'll put the plexiglass fan onto high. It moves basically nowhere on any of the speeds, but it's cool. So that's why I hung it. And we'll stick the Crumpton Greaves onto high. And it's going to fight against that Mistral a bit, which I don't really love. I should have reversed all of the fans that are reversible. That's kind of how you stop them from fighting with each other, is reverse some of them. But none of these 3 or that are reversible. Or that's the only reversible fan. So probably wouldn't do much. And the Bahama. Probably could have just run the Bahama so that there was air. In fact, let's do that. Can I get to it to reverse it? I don't know if medium will be enough or if I should put it onto high. Looks like it's going to be enough. And we'll put the 36 inches. Actually, we'll put that fan onto high as well, because then we can just include it in the spin down. Guess we are showing that thing then. and stuff is falling. We'll crank the 36-inch fans up to high as well. This one's rattling a bit. That's the first time that's ever happened. I really, really love these fans. I was thinking about swapping that one and this one. What have I done there? That must have been on high. I thought it was on medium. I mean, they're not really fighting with each other as much as I thought they would be, which is good. Now, I don't actually know what circuits all of these are on, so probably going to lose a bit of light here very briefly. Let's see what I can do. I don't know what's on. Okay, what's that on? Okay, the 36 inches are on that. And I guess everything else is on that. No, there's nothing on that. Everything else is on that, yes. Okay, so if I go, I think we're going to lose all of the light. Doots, there's an emergency light. And then if I turn off all of the fans, we can put the lights back on. And then we can do spin down. My prediction is that that's going to have the longest spin down. One of the Mistrals, I know this one has a real long spin down too. One of the Mistrals is going to have the longest spin down. And I don't remember where that thing fell in the last spin down either. But you can see the bearings in that thing are really good because not only was it spinning faster, but it's spinning down slower as well. I think I've got everything in the shot, yeah. The Union and the Martech are actually closer than the Union's first to stop, which is the same as last time, I think. The Bahama stopped. And so did the Martech. Those Martechs are actually made by TAT, by the way, as well. In case you didn't know. Looks like the Crompton Greaves is going to be next. Those blades are aluminium and they're very light, so. That fan runs alright though, so. Can't be too bad. Okay, Crompton Greaves stopped. Next it looks like it's going to be the Mistral TAT, Mistral Air TAT. The canopy on that's fallen down, I need to put it back up. And on the Mistral Air as well. Alright, TAT stopped, so it's between the two Mistrals. Actually, that emergency light is still on, so I didn't reset one of the light breakers. It must have been that one. I've probably got enough time to reset it. Yeah, that emergency light's on its own breaker. I did do all of that, but I don't remember, and I haven't labelled it. Should probably do that. It'd be nice to get all of the fans on their own circuit. Well, I mean, I suppose I could, because I'm going to put that thing, that new control board that I made, just plugs in. So I could probably just just run a power circuit on its own for that. Plexiglass fan stopped. So it's the 36-inch Mistral Air. It's the longest spin down, and I'm not surprised in the slightest because the bearings are great, it runs great. It's actually like in close to new condition. It's like you can see there's no paint peeling on the blades. There was actually no fan where the Crompton Greaves is. There was no fan there for quite a while because I took down the safer and put it in my bedroom. Okay. Yeah, you can see I put the safer in my bedroom. Alexa, bedroom fan, speed 2. As you can see. So there's an Alexa out here as well. That is the update for the fans in the shed for, I think today's 11th of March, 2023. Thanks for watching.